morning. Run number 5, post-injury. Sorry about the wind. Hopefully I'm keeping you out of it. I'm trying to shield you from the wind. Not too bad. So we're at, what are we at now? Just over 3k. So that's just under 2 miles. Same route as last week. I was going to go a different route, but I wanted to keep it the same. The other route I did have in mind had a lot of hills, and I thought if that's just going to aggravate, I think. So I kept it the same, nice and flat. It's nice and dry as well. A few puddles, but the sun's out. But it is cold. Bit of a cold snap has like blown in from yesterday, and it's a little bit cold. So you reckon it's about -2, or it feels -2, -3? It's not far off that, to be fair. I have got my legs out today, so it's probably even more chilly than it was last week. Sun's out, so that's good. That's a little bit of warmth. Right, let's carry on. I'll speak to you in a minute. So I've arrived at my sitting spot. That wasn't too bad. I mean, we are at pretty much exactly 5k. I had, 2 stops really. One was when I spoke to you on the wall there. Just now I stupidly ran down the bank, which brought the sensation on the upper tibularis. So that could be what it done. That could be what the cause is. One of the big runs that I did before Christmas, there was a massive downhill section, so I wonder if that's what aggravated it, and then I ran on top of it, and that could have been worse. Could be. So yeah, not too bad. Ran all the way, did the 2 miles, no sensation, no problems whatsoever. Like I said, kept it roughly, a bit dodgy at the beginning, but kept it roughly 13-minute pace. From there to here, which was the remaining, which is probably about 2, what did I say it was, 3, so about 2k. Yeah, not too bad, apart from that silly mistake I made just there. No problems whatsoever. The actual tibularis muscle was a bit tender, but that's possibly because I'm doing a lot of strength training, so it could just be that. It wasn't pain, wasn't anything to worry about to make me think I need to stop. So I'll just keep an eye on brew, and we brew. So now all good. So update really. I went to the physio on the Monday. He was putting my legs in different stress positions and manipulating them, trying to bring on the sensation that I was having, which it didn't happen. But like he said, it's not a problem. He had a rough idea of what the issue was. So he's given me a load of strength training to do. So he's really mean, because some of them strength exercises are brutal. Doing them 3 times a week, all focusing on my lower leg, my knees, that sort of area. I've always had a tight right hip anyway. That's been going on for years. Could have contributed. So he's given me a couple of bits and pieces to sort that out as well. And that, to be fair, is the worst one. Absolute brutal. I'm supposed to be doing 2 sets of 10 reps. I'm getting to like 3 reps, and I have to sort of take a breather because it's horrible. So it's like a hip raise, bringing my leg across my waist, and holding it there for 20 seconds. Oh, that's brutal. The strength exercises, I'm doing calf raises, holding a 20 kilo weight. I'd rather do that with 40 kilos than than do the hip strength exercise. Oh, it's horrible. So hopefully on the road to mend. So I have run today a little bit further than I have been doing. So this should end up being 10k, roughly about 8 miles, give or take. Yeah, not too bad. Met a couple of horses down there. I wondered if they were going to run at me or whatever, but no, they're all right, they're pretty friendly. So I'm currently sitting at Lower Hope Point. I can't stand up and show you the views because the wind is brutal. And I don't have a furry mic. So I need to get myself a dead cat mic. Yeah, Lower Hope Point, I'll show you in a minute, the actual pillar there, or the monument there, to mark the Lower Hope Point area. There is a beacon just the other side of the wall, but it's not been looked after. It's, you know, it's collapsed, rusted away, so on. So it's kind of like a spot that I kept, you know, I had a brew up last time. Good. Come on, kettle, hurry up and boil. I need a drink. Kettle's boiled. So I'm just using my Trangia burner, a little brew kit. It all, oh hello, that's stuck on there, that's handy, because that's normally a pain in the arse getting that off there. Oh, snuff that out, all good. Yeah, a little Trangia burner, meth or biofuel, whatever you want to use. I'm using meths because that's what I've got in the garage. A little cheap trivet and a titanium pot. All goes in together, all goes into the pot, and here is the bag that I keep it in. So I could drink out of that if I needed to keep, you know, keep my kit minimised, but I usually always have my sippy cup anyway, and a little spoon. Right, that water is hot enough. Lovely jubbly. Give that a stir. Brew is done. So as I said, there's the Lower Hope Point monument. Yeah, it's got inscriptions on it and bits and pieces, but it has pretty much worn off now. I don't know what it says, I can't remember what it says. I did have a bit of a research to have a look at it. So the plan, there isn't one. Gonna drink my brew today, head back. I think I'm gonna aim to run all the way without stopping again. We'll see, but if anything comes on, then I'm you know, it's not going to be the end of the world if I have to stop. So I'm trying not to squint because the sun is right in my face. And then hopefully do some more strength training. I'll do a session tonight, again Tuesday, Thursday. Run again on Saturday. Give it a try, see what happens. So there has been an improvement, which I'm really glad about. Strength training, I'd say that's definitely helped. So as long as I carry on with that, I think that'll be, you know, I think I'll be well onto the road for recovery. I hope so anyway. Dying to get back out on the long trails. You know, like I say, today's going to be 10k, but I've stopped a couple of times, you know. I don't like stopping, I just want to keep running. Right, I'll drink this and then I'll start running again. That's where I was sitting, so no trace left as always. Even the horses have come to see me. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. There's the beacon, all rusted and looking sorry for itself. And this is the monument. I say you can't quite read it. Right. Let's see if we can get chased by these horses, eh? Well, they've just gone in there, so hopefully I'll take a wide berth and they won't chase me. Make a great video though, wouldn't they? Oh, here they come. Please don't kick me. Come on. Are you running with me? Race ya. That's it, let me come past, then you ain't got to run then. I win. That's me done. So that is just under 9.5 kilometres, a lot further than I thought I expected to be fair. I thought it was only going to be 8.5. Yeah, so 9:36. Well, the route back wasn't as good as the way out. So I did have to stop a couple of times on the way back. It wasn't pain, but there was a sensation in the whole of the tibialis muscle. Or tibialis muscle, I should say. Let's try and shield you from the wind. Yeah, so still a long way to go yet, I think. A lot of recovery to do. A little bit gutted, but it's to be expected, you know. We'll see. I carry on with the strength training, stretches, all sorts. I'm still only going to do one run a week. I spoke to my physio and he said the same. He said leave it for this week, leave it for next week, maybe do a second run, midweek run in 3 weeks time. So I'll trust what he says and we'll give it a go. That is cold and that wind has picked up again. Right, before I freeze, I'll speak to you later. See you next time, see you next week.